All right, now National Treasury Principal Secretary Chris Kiptoo has defended the proposed tax measures contained in the Finance Bill 2024, saying the bill aims to raise 346.7 billion shillings. Kiptoo, who presented his views before the National Assembly's Finance and Planning Committee, stated that the new tax measures were informed by the huge public debt that must be reduced. However, some members of the National Assembly's committee have rejected some proposals in the bill, saying it'll be a financial burden to Kenyans. Seth Olale followed the proceeding.
As the clock ticks towards the budget day, the National Assembly's Finance Committee is racing against time to tidy up the contested Finance Bill 2024.
Maybe you can say.
The drafter of the Finance Bill 2024, National Treasury Principal Secretary Chris Kiptoo, coming face to face with the public finance watchdog, which outrightly submitted its public participation feedback that rejected majority of the executive's proposal in the bill.
Maybe you will ask questions later.
PS Kiptoo defended the increased tax measures contained in the bill that seeks to raise 346.7 billion shillings to the exchequer. Kiptoo, who presented his views before the National Assembly Finance and Planning Committee, stated that the new tax measures are informed by the huge public debt, currently at 11.2 trillion shillings, that must be reduced.
Honorable members, let me speak to this issue of debt, because this is informing the tax measures we are taking and why we really feel that we need to raise our own revenues rather than relying on debt to finance our budget. We see that Kenya's public debt has increased. It is now about 11.2 trillion, which is equivalent to about 70% of GDP. This is up from 46% in 2010. And in present value terms, this is at 67%. When we divide between domestic and external, public debt now is comprised of 55% external debt and 45% domestic debt.
Other government agencies also submitted their views justifying the tax measures in the bill.
When the current fuel levy rate of 18 shillings per litre was established in 2016, the pump price of petrol in Nairobi was Kenya shillings 95. As at May 2024, the pump price in now, as at May 2024, is 194 shillings, which with the fuel levy remaining at 18 per litre for the entire 8 years. This difference illustrates the loss in purchasing power of the fuel levy over the time due to inflation.
We are even asking that you expand the areas of products that needs to be equal levied in this responsibility for us to be able to maintain the clean environment.
And they are saying that most of these divers are imported. The ones which are made here, they are not very good. So why do you want us to tax the people are starting lives? Or is it a way of family planning and you're not telling us?
Diapers of Chapter 96, again, has all their adult diapers, children diapers, baby diapers, and all that. Sanitary towels, it's the whole chapter. 46, battery or dry cells of Chapter 85. When you go to Chapter 85, it has a list of so many things. If you go to 47, plastic packing materials of Chapter 39, again, all different kinds of packing materials. How do you differentiate in terms of administration?
The climate change that we have experienced about environmental degradation, and if we don't restore the environment, we are in for a very bad issues in terms of our health, in terms of our development as a country. And therefore, this is one of the ways that we are going to really recoup what we've lost.
With the official closure of the public participation exercise on the controversial bill, the National Assembly Finance and Planning Committee will now retreat to compile its report before tabling it next week. Seth Olale, Citizen TV.